friends, what is up? It's your girl Whitney B, and I'm back with another video. Y'all, today's video is literally long overdue. So some of my clients as well as some of my friends on YouTube, they have asked me like, Whitney, what is the difference between raw hair versus virgin hair? Like, which one is better? Does raw hair shed more than virgin hair? Which one lasts longer? Which one is better for my business? Like, so many questions. So in today's video, I'm going to break it down, like literally break it down to y'all. First, what the difference is between raw hair and virgin hair, as well as some of my pros and my cons since I've worn both raw hair and virgin hair. And I'm also going to let you know which one I think is best for your business, best for personal use, and all in all, which one I think is like literally better. So today's video is going to be super packed with a lot of information, as well as I think this video will be super helpful to my friends that are starting their hair business, are trying to start their hair business, or maybe you're just trying to find the best hair for you. So if that sounds like something that you may be interested in, go ahead, get your pen, your paper, get you a little drink, because this video is gonna be like super packed and super helpful. And y'all already know sometimes I like to ramble and go on and on. So this video may be a little longer than usual, but I want to try to give you all as much information as possible. So let's get into it. First, we're going to talk about raw hair. What is raw hair? Raw hair is exactly what it sounds like. So if you want to think about it like someone coming up to you, literally coming up to you with scissors and cutting your hair off of your head, and they wash it, they package it, or maybe they weft it and they sell it to someone else, and someone else either wears it as like a sew-in, they make clip-ins, they make wigs, or whatever the case may be. Now, my real hair is not that bad. However, like, I don't think you would want to clip my real hair off and put it on your head. Like, it's not like that. However, there are some origins in some countries where women have super nice, beautiful hair that people like me really want, and they'll pay like top dollar for that type of hair. So that hair is considered raw hair. Some of the most popular hair origins that are sold as raw hair is like raw Indian hair, raw Vietnamese hair, there's raw Chinese hair, raw Cambodian hair, and I even heard of like people getting like Slavic hair, excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but there's so many different origins of raw hair. However, to be considered as raw hair, this hair is hair that has not been altered in any type of way, so no chemical processes has been applied to this hair. Some of those common chemical processes are like dyeing the hair, using softeners to make the hair soft or silky. However, with raw hair, none of that takes place. Usually what happens is the hair is like cut directly from the donor's head. So once the hair is taken from the donor, they're taken to the facility where they wash the hair and clean the hair, and then they either sell it as just, you know, raw batches of hair, or either they weft it. They also sometimes make wigs. Basically, raw hair is hair that has not been processed in any way. So let's get into virgin hair. So virgin hair has been super popular for a long time now. Like before raw hair was in, virgin hair, Remy hair was it. It didn't matter if you was ordering from China, if you was getting it from your Chinese hair supply store. Like, virgin hair has been it for a long time. And some of the main reasons why we like virgin hair is, one, it looks really good, as well as it's like the price is really good. Most of the time virgin hair is super affordable. So virgin hair is hair that has been chemically processed and altered in some type of way. Virgin hair can be processed with many chemicals such as like softeners. Sometimes they're also like dyed so that they're all one uniform color. They are, you know, steam processed. That's how we get those super sleek and uniform waves that they be like shaking on those videos, like those we're gonna get into that. But those super uniform looks, as well as like those deep wave curls, like, so that is hair that has been processed. If it looks uniform and every curl is perfect, most all the time, basically, the hair has been processed in some way to achieve that look. So processed hair or virgin hair, whatever you want to call it, can also be processed in other ways, such as they can use like hair from animals. They can use like yarn. When I tell you, with hair that has been processed, I've heard so many like really, really bad stories about processed hair that has like all different types of yarn and just different things in it that's not even hair at all. So with virgin hair, you definitely have to ensure that you are, working with a supplier that is actually providing you hair. Like, whether it's been processed or not, make sure you at least get hair and not like yarn or dog hair or, just all types of things that these people do in order to, cut down costs and to sell to as many people as they can without, increasing the amount of product and the amount that it costs to, actually get this hair. So those are the differences between raw hair, virgin hair. So raw hair is hair that has not been processed at all, cut directly from the donor's hair and basically just washed and cleaned. Then you have virgin hair. So virgin hair is hair that has been chemically processed in some way. The next thing we're going to talk about is which one is better, raw hair or virgin hair. And this has been like up for debate for a long time now. And I'm going to break it down to you to maybe help you get a better understanding of which one is best for you, because ultimately raw hair and virgin hair are both good, but it really just depends on if you are using it for personal use or if you're using it for a business or what type of clientele you have. Like, it depends on a lot of different things. So I'll break it down to help you understand a little bit better. As far as for personal use, it really just varies on a couple different things. So it varies, one, on your budget, as well as two, how long you want to keep the hair or plan to keep the hair. So if you are someone that doesn't like to spend a lot of money on hair, that is totally fine. I feel like virgin hair is the best option for you because, one, like I said, it looks good, and two, it's super, super affordable. And honestly, I prefer, if you're going to get virgin hair, I think you can, find it online versus like in store, because a lot of times like these in store, like the Chinese hair stores and the different local hair stores, they know that we're providing you with the convenience of being able to just come in and buy the hair. So they kind of jack up the prices a little bit. So if you can, plan ahead and go ahead, get your hair online. However, if you are someone that doesn't care, how much money you spend on hair, raw hair is the best option, I think, because, one, you get a better deal for your money. So me, I like something that's going to last long term versus, something that I have to keep buying over and over again. And you'll find that, if you purchase virgin hair, you're going to have to get some new hair after a while. Like, virgin hair is not going to last years and years and years and years like raw hair does. I know it's going to be somebody that's like, oh, I got virgin hair and my virgin hair lasts for 5 years. Like, I feel like that is like once in a lifetime type of stuff. I've had a lot of different types of virgin hairs from a lot of different vendors, and honestly, my raw hair always lasts much longer than my virgin hair. So I would say, if you're not on a tight budget, definitely, go ahead and get that raw hair, because you can wear it over and over. You can wash it, restyle it. You can get sew-ins. You can get a wig. Like, you can wear that hair over and over versus virgin hair. Another thing you may want to think about is the type of style. So for me, I don't usually wear like bright colors, but I used to be in a phase where like I was wearing the blondes, the pinks, the purples, the reds, like I was going crazy. So for those type of looks, I usually purchase virgin hair because I'm like, this is hair that I know I'm probably not going to wear too many times, maybe once or twice. I don't want to spend like a whole lot of money. Or like one year for my birthday, I wanted a particular style and I'm like, I'm probably not going to wear this style again. So let me just order some, virgin hair that I know it'll look good for the moment. However, it's not hair that I plan on keeping long term. So virgin hair, I feel like is a really good option if you're not planning on keeping it long term. I know a lot of times people who get like quick weaves or people that, get like different little hairstyles where they need weave for. Virgin hair is the perfect option for that, especially if this is hair that you're going to be putting like glue on and all that type of stuff. I feel like virgin hair is like the best option for you. But yeah, that's just my preference when it comes to, raw hair versus virgin hair for personal use. So now I want to dive into business use, like which one is better for your business. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Both are good for your business. There is a huge market for raw hair and virgin hair. And honestly, just to be real, like I feel like there's a bigger market for virgin hair. And I say that because not everybody likes to spend a lot of money on hair. Like me, I feel like if I was in a room with 10 girls, it would be probably like 7 of them that would say, I don't like to spend a lot of money, versus 3 that like, I don't care. I just want it to look good. So I feel like there is a bigger market right now for virgin hair. Now, that's just my opinion. You may think something different and that's totally fine. However, that may change in a few years. Like people may get more hip to raw hair, as well as they may also understand the pros of raw hair really do outweigh virgin hair besides like the cost. So I would say a couple things you want to think about when you are choosing the best hair for your business is, one, what type of clients that you want to serve. You want to serve clients that are more like, upscale clients, or do you want to serve like clients, just your everyday, or, bougie type client? Like what type of client will you be serving? Also want to think about the types of services that you'll be providing. Are you going to be doing like quick weaves? Are you going to be doing like wigs, sew-ins? Like what are you going to be doing? Because I feel like thinking about those things definitely play a part in the type of hair that you want to provide for your customers. I feel like I said before, if you're going to be doing like quick weaves, a lot of like quick styles and ponytails and different things like that, virgin hair is the best option for you. However, if you are going to be making wigs and you're going to be making wigs that you want your customers to be able to have long term, I feel like raw hair is the best option. And that's just because raw hair is going to last. Most of the time when we buy wigs, I feel like we want our wigs to last kind of for a long time. And for me, I don't mind spending a good coin for really good quality hair. And I feel like as a business owner, it's up to you to, coach and educate your clients on, the reason as to why the price differs and the price may be much higher. And that's not to say you can't sell virgin hair wigs too. Like when I first started, I was selling virgin hair wigs, Brazilian hair, like that's virgin hair. Like it doesn't matter all the different names they put on it. Brazilian hair was virgin hair. It was chemically processed hair. It was not raw, single donor, cut from one donor. Like it was none of that. Like we started on virgin hair, so nothing's wrong with it. Again, nothing's wrong with virgin hair. Really fine. It's really just a preference on what you want to serve to your clients. So another thing you want to think about is your client's budget. Like if you are promoting your products to younger girls or, high school, college kids, like I'm sorry, but when I was in high school or college, like, I'm not spending like six, seven, $800 on hair. Like, I don't care if you call it raw hair. I don't care if you're saying it's gonna last 10 years. Like, I'm not spending that type of money. So you want to cater to your client's budget. If you have clientele who, you know, are not comfortable, are not okay with spending a lot of money, virgin hair is a really good option. They just need to know that, you know, this hair is not gonna last 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they know that, and most of the time they do know that, I feel like nowadays everybody's hip. They know about hair. Like, hopefully thinking about some of those questions will give you a better understanding and a better idea of what type of hair to provide to your clients. So another thing that I forgot to mention, but I feel like it's super, super important, especially to my ladies who are trying to start a wig business, is to know the physical differences between raw hair and virgin hair. And I do have, of course, my raw hair collection, but I also have a virgin hair bundle. So I'm going to hold them up side by side so you guys can kind of see the difference between the two and know what things to look for when you're trying to decide, you know, is this really raw hair or is this virgin hair? And one thing to note, it's really, really hard. It's become harder these days to know if it's really, really raw hair based on pictures. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give y'all a couple tips and a couple tricks. So I'm going to show y'all a few of my raw hair extensions. So this is my raw hair. So as you see, with this raw hair, there's no like uniform pattern. Each bundle is different in their own way. Like, I feel like these two bundles, they're kind of more curlier at the bottom. This one has more of a wave at the top. Also, like, they do come in different shades of browns. So it looks like this one is a little bit lighter than this one. So with raw hair, it's not going to be those perfect S shape bundles. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, most of the time that's not raw hair. Now, I have heard of some companies steam processing their raw hair, and they're steam processing it to get that certain, you know, wave or shape. In my opinion, that is still not considered raw hair, just because it is still steam processed. So it's still going through some type of process. What I consider raw hair is hair that has been, like I said, cut, washed, and cleaned and sent to me. And if I want to do my own whatever, I can do it myself. But I want raw hair. Like, if I'm buying raw hair, I want it to be just that, raw hair. So I'm going to hold up a raw hair bundle next to a processed bundle. So this is a straight virgin hair bundle, and as you can see, it's really nice hair. It's really nice hair. It's soft, it's silky and shiny. And it's some really, really good quality virgin hair. Like I said, virgin hair, you could get it in really great quality. However, what I've noticed over the years about virgin hair is after you wear it, that soft and silkiness becomes tangly, especially with the longer lengths. It can get tangly, and it could get like matted. Like, it's the silk leaves. Like, when I tell you the silk is like there probably for a few months, and after a while the silk is gone. Like, the silk be gone. So don't get fooled. Like, hair, I know it be so tempting. Like, when I was on my little journey of finding my vendor, it was so many vendors who, you know, the hair looked bomb, and I was so tempted to buy the hair. They were like, you know, shaking the hair and waving the hair. Like, it looked bomb. And when I got it and I actually wore the hair was trash after about a week. So you definitely like don't be fooled. So the thing with raw hair, it actually has just, you know, a natural shine to it. And raw hair does require more maintenance than virgin hair. Virgin hair is, you know, soft and silky, like I said, for those few weeks or even months, maybe even a year if you got some good virgin hair. However, with raw hair, just like our own natural hair that grows from our head, after, you know, you put a lot of product, it gets a lot of buildup, it can become, you know, kind of like stiff. It can feel dry. It could feel like all the feelings that you have on your hair, raw hair is gonna feel like that. But the thing about raw hair is after you wash it, use some really good conditioner. Of course, you want to use good products. Like, the hair snaps back. When I tell you, I absolutely love when I wash my bundles, like my raw hair bundles, like the hair is gonna snap back. Them bundles air dry, baby, just like, it's just like new. It's just like new. Like, that's why I be trying to tell the girls, like, yes, I know raw hair is an investment. However, it's a good investment. It's gonna last you long term versus the virgin hair. However, I also understand, because for years on years, like, I was a virgin hair girl, so I know. But as I study hair and learn more about hair, you know, I then got into, you know, the raw hair, and I absolutely love the raw hair. I probably won't ever wear virgin hair again, but, you know, nothing's wrong with the virgin hair. Still gonna do the job. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all. So I know I told y'all I was gonna give y'all a few little tips. So when you are in search of your raw hair vendor or your virgin hair vendor, whatever type of vendor you're trying to find for your business, or if you just want to, you know, search and find a good vendor to buy hair from, honestly, I would say the best place and the easiest place to start your journey of finding a vendor would be Instagram. So, and I know some people will disagree, and that's totally fine. However, Instagram is super helpful, especially with like the hashtags and different things like that. So what you can do is, you know, do a search. So whatever type of hair you're looking for. So say you're looking for raw Indian hair, you know, search raw Indian hair vendors, raw hair extensions, raw hair wigs, raw Indian hair wig. Or maybe you're looking for Vietnamese hair. So you could do like Vietnamese hair extensions, raw Vietnamese hair vendors, whatever you're looking for. Literally go through and search the hashtag. Of course, doing that, you'll come across so many different types of vendors. So once you do that, it's up to you to do your own research. Once you have found a couple vendors that you're interested in, next I would suggest going to YouTube. So I know not every vendor has a YouTube, but you'll be surprised that a lot of vendors they're hip now. So a lot of them have YouTube videos, as well as there may even be some, you know, customers that actually did reviews on those specific vendors or their products. So utilize YouTube. I would say Instagram and YouTube would be the very first and best options that you should utilize if you are in search of a vendor for your business. So those are just a few tips that help me with, you know, finding my vendor and, you know, this whole journey. I know it is a tough one, but whatever you're trying to do, whether, like I said, it's for personal or business, you're gonna find the perfect vendor for you. So hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully it helped you understand the difference between raw hair and virgin hair. Of course, if you guys have any comments or questions, you can leave them down in the comment section below. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. So that's all for today's video. Until next time, bye friends.